Hi, this is Parthipatam Sinha. I am legal intern in Lexis and Company. Today I will be talking about a topic called constitutional document of a company. Constitutional document of a company. From deed of settlement present in the 1844 Joint Stock Companies Act, the constitutional document of the company splits into memorandum of association and the article of association, which was first adopted by the Joint Stock Companies Act 1856. It was split into two depending on the importance of the entries, and it was believed that the basic characters of a company had to be distinguished from the operation of the company. The percentage of the company is, however, limited to the purpose for which it has been envisaged, which has to be stated in the object clause. Memorandum of association should contain the fundamental document of the company and should be unalterable in the interest of the shareholders, especially the credits of the company, while the articles of a company should be freely alterable by the shareholders in the general meeting. Nature of the liability of the company, of the members, is one of the vital aspects apart from the sphere of operation of the company. Companies can be classified into limited liability companies and unlimited companies. Limited liabilities can be further classified into company limited by shares and company limited by guarantee. Companies have limited liability and also classified into public companies and private companies. Unlimited companies are also with share capital or without share capital. But this classification of companies on the basis of their liabilities is an erroneous conception, as the liability of the company is always unlimited. It is the liability of the members that is limited or unlimited. In a company limited by shares, the liability of the member will be judged according to the yardstick of his shareholding, together with the premium paid for those shares. This liability may arise when the company is going concern or when the company has to pay off its creditors. There is no link between members of a company and its creditors, between whom there is no vinculum juris, an application of law. The memorandum of the company limited by share must state that the liability of the member is limited and should also state the number of shares and the nominal value of each share. Now, talk about Section 13 provides obligatory provision in Memorandum of Association. These include name, office, object, capital clause, etc. Besides the nature of the liability of the member, if there is limited liability, then the name of the company must have limited, and for private companies, it should have private limited, except for Section 25 companies. The format of the Memorandum of Association must be strictly in accordance with the procedure laid down. The form of memorandum of association must be following the models in tables B, C, D, or E, as per Section 14 of Companies Act 1956. But the provision of tables B, C, D, and E are intended only to provide models and not straight jackets. They indicate form or arrangement, not substance. The legislative direction that a company should have memorandum in the form of one of model memorandum provided by statutory instrument, or as near to that form as circumstances permit, means only that company should follow the formal layout and does not extend to prescription of the contents of the document. That's all my topic is all about constitutional documents of a company. Thank you.